Hey guys, this is Sassy and welcome back to the Sassy Experience. I have lived and worked in Douala for a few years now, so I thought I'll just give you guys some insight on what life in this concrete jungle is really like. I'm talking about the real Douala life. Within a few days of staying here, one would easily notice that Douala is a dirty town with poor drainage and possibly the best shopping and nightlife experience in Cameroon. Okay, what I'm going to talk about now are some of the things that you're going to realize once the dust settles and you begin to shine your eyes. So Douala is a very expensive town to live in. Point blank, there's no other way to say. Food is very expensive here, especially things like plantains and potatoes. At some point, let me just confess, at some point I almost resorted to having my mother send me these things as plantains, potatoes, and all the other raw perishables from Bamenda just to cut down on my expenses. And the funny thing is, this is not even the crux of the issue with money in this town. The actual cost of things is not what makes your spending run up. The other day, my friend from the blog Scoop with Saps, I'm going to link it below, pointed out to me that life in Douala comes with so many strings attached. Let me explain. For one thing, Douala is very hot. You cannot live here comfortably without, say, a fan or an air conditioner, and these things run up your electricity bill. For another thing, you can't drink tap water. You have to find a way to treat your water before you drink it, either by boiling, filtering, even that filtered water, to be very honest with you, I don't trust it. I don't trust it. Yeah, I prefer to boil and really know that it's all gone. Or better still, buy bottled water, which is, yeah, the cost of that adds up. More expenses. And trust me, spending on bottled water is way cheaper than drinking tap water and treating yourself for typhoid. Typhoid is not the cure. Typhoid doesn't go away. It doesn't go away. The mother load of the things that run up the cost of living in Douala. Transportation. Generally, transportation is very expensive everywhere, but Douala, please, I'm talking with a reference from, I grew up in Bamenda and I lived for a long time in Boya. Now I live in Douala. Every day I cry for the days when I actually pay 100 francs to displace myself from point A to point B. I'm on those days. Taxi fare is definitely higher here compared to the other towns I've lived in, and bike fare is worse. Even driving your own car is very costly because the amount of fuel that your car uses up. Sitting in this Douala traffic with all the idling, need for air conditioning, all the braking, starting, stopping, driving in Douala is not energy efficient, and that definitely is, costly. Speaking of transportation, another thing that you should know about Douala, you are going to take a bike. I don't care if you have your car, or if you've never taken a bike before, or if you don't trust bikes, you are going to climb on a bike, and that bike is going to transport you from where you are to where you want to go. Whether you like it or not, you're going to have to take a bike at some point in your life in this town. A few years ago, I had this boss. I was doing internship at this company. I had this boss who would park his car at the side of the road in traffic and take a bike to go wherever he was going. Like, time is money, and we are in Douala to look for money. On average, you're going to have to take a bike. Douala is a hub for everything you need. You just need to know where to look, or to know a guy who knows a girl, who knows a guy who can source whatever it is that you're looking for, whether it is in terms of goods or services, or whatever it is that you need to buy, you can find here in Douala. Or maybe not to buy. Douala has everything. Online shopping and doorstep delivery is on the rise in this town, in this country, so don't be afraid to look online for whatever it is you're looking for. There's a very high chance you won't find it online, but just check, you never know. Diversity. Douala is definitely the most diverse city. I should have been a rapper. Oh goodness, how can God just bless me with bars like this? Diversity. Douala is the most diverse city in this country after Yaoundé, in my opinion, or maybe even before Yaoundé. I don't know, let me know. I've not lived in Yaoundé for long enough, but I think Yaoundé is more diverse. But then Douala has people from all over the country, English speaking, French speaking, foreign, from all continents, living and working here. So I think it's pretty diverse. Douala is known for being a fun town, the city that never sleeps. There is so much that one can do for fun here. You have street art exhibits, museums, playgrounds, karaoke bars, clubs, lounges, snack bars, bowling alleys, restaurants, cinemas, boat and canoe rides. In fact, you know, I think this particular point merits a whole different video, another video on, you know, just things you can do for fun in Douala. Yeah, I think if you look hard enough, you can find a beach where you can swim in Douala. I mean, you may end up with rashes, but you will have swum. No? Oh, okay. My fifth and last point for my video of today. Drum roll. You are going to get robbed. If you decide that you want to live in Douala, if you move to Douala, just come to terms with the fact that one way or the other, I don't know how it's going to happen, but you are going to get robbed or something stolen from you. Everybody that I know, everybody that I know and has lived here for more than a year has had something stolen from them or has been robbed. I don't care how careful you are or how secure your neighborhood is. You're not going to live in your house forever. When you come out, they are going to get you. Oh goodness, this town. Oh, it literally sucks the life from you. See, when you're actually going through it, right, it's not funny. But when you think back on some of the ways that people get robbed in this town, let me just give you guys my experience. Flashback to 3 years ago, when I just arrived in Douala. Like the strong, black, independent, hardworking woman that I was, I decided to add fit to my adjectives. You know, it's the adjectives that one would use to describe me. So I got back from work, and around 6 p.m. ish, maybe 5:30, 6 p.m., I decided to go jogging. I went to Parcours Vita. You know, I got back from work, I changed into my sports attire. I went to Parcours Vita and I started jogging. Going up that track. Note, the Parcours Vita track is like 3 kilometers long, and no matter how much I pushed my body, it could not give me those 3 kilometers in one go. I had to rest. So at the point when I just started getting tired, I'd already gone like halfway through, and I started getting tired. And luckily for me, at that point, my younger sister called me. So I said, okay, let me just relax and take this call, and then after the call, I was going to jog and catch up with the other joggers. Since I stopped, the other joggers were going ahead. For some reason, I had my 2 phones with me. I had one phone for calls and one phone that I was listening to internet on. I had one phone that I was listening to music on. I don't know why I was just moving around with 2 phones. I just thought I couldn't afford to miss any call, and I don't know. Honestly, I can't come up with a concrete excuse for why I had both phones on me, but I just did. So I'm on the phone with my sister. I'm just walking down the track. I'm chatting with her. Now I'm catching my breath. I bypass some guy sitting at the corner of the road, and I'm just, you know, oblivious to whatever is going on around me, you know, because I'm talking to my sister. What could possibly go wrong, right? Yeah. So I walked down for about 2 minutes, and then suddenly I just get this blow to the back of my head, like wham! I staggered. I turned, and I come face to face with this boy, maximum 20 years old. He could not be more than 20 years old. That's when my brain recognized that this is an attack. Sassy, you are under attack.
All you need to respond, hands, leg, heart pump, adrenaline, full on, force, mode, everything set. Now I'm just saying random words.
I wasn't going to go without a fight. I don't know who told me that I can fight an awasher or a harasser or whatever they are called, attacker. I don't know who told me I can fight an attacker. He grabbed my hands with one hand and then was hitting the back of my head with his other hand. I was like, less. I just threw the smartphone and ran the rest of the track to the end. The guy picked the phone and ran in the opposite direction. I didn't know that my body was capable of carrying me the rest of that track in running mode. I was exhausted, but I was pumped up. I ran to the end of the track. The whole time I was screaming, yeah, that's why I don't work out anymore. Working out is not for me. Honestly, at that time, I really wasn't thinking right, because what if he had a weapon? What if he had like a blade? Well, there's definitely a lot more to living in Douala than the few points I just talked about, but these are just some of the things that I found worth mentioning. And in any case, if you have anything to add, feel free to get into the comment section below and, you know, give your opinions, give your points of view, give your experiences, give some of the things that you think you can't live in Douala without noticing, some of the things that are worth mentioning concerning life in Douala. And thank you for watching, thank you for staying up to this point, and have a blessed, I want to say week, but have a blessed year. Alright, definitely let me know if you enjoyed this video, and until next time.